Hello, all my immaculate panic people. I never start a video off this way, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this today because of the YouTube algorithms and all that stuff. If you happen to stumble across my video and you happen to like at all what you are seeing and what I'm doing, please, 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 please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, give me comments, all that kind of stuff. It helps the YouTube algorithm send you my direction, send you to other people like me, those kinds of things. I am in a crazy traffic jam on my way to counseling. So yeah, lots of fun here. So yeah, it is counseling day. I'm being nice, letting people turn in the sake of holiday spirit here. So my homework for counseling last week was to do something just for myself. And at first I failed miserably. For one, I couldn't come up with an idea. As I kind of talked to some of my friends, the go-to thing that most of them said was, go get a pedicure. I felt like that was kind of an easy way out, because that's something that, you know, it just kind of was an easy answer. Go get a pedicure. Oh yeah, okay, I can go get a pedicure. And you know, then I had some say, oh, you know, just take a relaxing bath, you know, bath bombs, light candles, all that kind of stuff. And I felt, again, that was an easy answer. Another idea that I came up with on my own was to go get a tattoo that I've been wanting to get. And then I kind of thought, oh, maybe that's just too big of an idea, that I wouldn't be able to, that maybe I could get the appointment set for it, but I wouldn't actually be able to get the tattoo by the time I went back to the next counseling appointment. So I talked myself out of it. So I kept finding excuses and kept finding ways to talk myself out of doing something for myself. So failed miserably at doing something for myself. Finally came up with the idea that I wanted to, and I think I've talked before about how we moved into our current house at the very end of August. So there's still areas in the house that we're working on setting up and kind of making our own. And the front room of the house is kind of my office area, but it's kind of set up as a small kind of living room, and there's a corner of it that is kind of my office area, and it's got my old desk, and it's just kind of, it's just a hot mess. So had kind of decided, okay, well, we've been talking about, you know, we need a new desk for that area, and I had come up with the idea that I would move the desk that's in there into my bedroom and set up a vanity area. Simple enough. That's something just for me, is to set up a vanity area. Well, of course, in my dysfunctional mind, I made it more complicated than what it had to be. What if I don't want a black desk? What if I want a white vanity area? What if I want to do this? What if I want to do that? And by Monday evening, I had worked myself up into a frenzy over this whole do something just for me. And I was laying in my bed, and my husband's kind of asking me some questions about it, and I'm basically in panic mode over how do I even solve this dilemma and make a decision. And he's just making it so simple. And in his mind, it was just so simple. You just figure out what you want to do. And I'm like, but I can't do that. I can't just do that. I can't just make it simple. and he couldn't understand why this was so difficult for me. And I'm like, that's the difference between how your brain works and how my brain works, because my brain doesn't work that way. My brain can't just make something simple. And so it was very frustrating for me. And I wasn't frustrated at him, I was frustrated at the situation. And he understood that, and he knew that, and I expressed that to him, that my frustration wasn't with him, it was the situation. And why is it so hard for me to just do this, to just do something nice for myself and figure out how to set up and what I need to do to set up a vanity station in my bedroom? Why can't I just do that and figure out what it is that I need to do this? So I took a nap. Just a nap. And when I woke up from my nap, it was like clarity. Just clarity. And I just said, okay, I'm going to decide. And I got on the Zon and I said, okay, I'm making decisions. And my husband's laughing at me because not like laughing, but just kind of, just kind of chuckling, because I'm on the Zon, I'm looking up, the vanity mirrors that I wanted to order, and I kind of looked over at him and I said, okay. I said, I put it in the cart. So this is me deciding. I'm making a decision. Here I am, and I'm doing it. I'm making a decision. And so I've got some stuff on order that I'm going to be able to complete the vanity area. I'm going to be able to get my desk area situated the way I want it in my front living room, because that's kind of my area of peace. My front living room has just it's got the furniture that came out of my mom's last residence, her apartment that she had in her assisted living, and it's just kind of an area of peace and tranquility for me. And it's got my desk, and right now our Christmas tree is set up in there, and it's just, I love to go in there and just chill out and relax and have my coffee in the mornings. And it's got my desk, and like I say, my desk area is just a hot mess right now. So it's going to be really nice to have that set up, and I'm going to do I'll do some videos of getting all that stuff organized and set up, kind of the whole transformation from beginning to end, so you guys will get to see all that happen. So no, I mean, if you want to say, oh, did I do something nice for myself this week? Yeah, it was a complete fail, because no, I didn't get it accomplished, but I did accomplish the process of, okay, we did what we need to do to get it started. So that's at least something. So on that note, I will see you guys on the other side of counseling, and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, so I am out of counseling, and my car mount for my phone is possessed. There's this thing going on with the sun reflection, so pardon if it looks like it's putting a booger hanging out of my nose. So counseling went really good. Turns out I am not a failure after all. Hey! So basically what she talked about was that all the steps that I was taking to try to be successful, and all the things that I thought I was being a failure at, were actually me succeeding in doing something that I was trying to do for myself. That even just taking the steps and trying to do something nice for myself were successes. That even though I wasn't able to accomplish getting the tattoo, getting the vanity done, getting the desk done, all those things, getting the stuff ordered, doing the research for the tattoo, all of those things were successes because I was doing something for me when I was doing that research. The tattoo I know I already had the design in mind of what I want, but I was doing some research to get some information about some certain colors that I want to add to it, some things like that. So, fix my headrest here. So all of those things were successes. They weren't failures. So go me, not failing. Yay. So we talked a little more today on the grief process and what that looks like. And so where the grief process comes in of me possibly have not grieving the death of my mother. And as I mentioned, my mom had dementia. So I know that, and for those of you that have never been through dealing with a loved one with dementia, you grieve their loss sometimes before their passing, because their mind is gone and their physical body isn't. So I did a lot of grieving before my mom passed, but I really, after diving into this a little more, I'm really agreeing with the fact that I don't think I have grieved her physical passing. She was one of my best friends, and I miss her. I miss the conversations that we used to have on a regular basis, and I grieved that when I was no longer able to have those conversations with her. And her descent into dementia happened quick. I mean, quick. I mean, I had a conversation with her at the time that all of it happened. It was just 2 years, just not even 2 years before she passed. I had a conversation with her towards the end of May, and the middle of June, she was not functioning. I mean, that's how quick everything happened with her. And so, like I say, my car mount's possessed, so I have to keep adjusting my camera. So, I mean, that's how quick everything happened. So it was heartbreaking how quickly everything, going from having hour-long conversations with my mom, someone that I could open up to and talk to about everything going on in my life, to not being able to talk to her at all and have a sound conversation. She just was gone. And then less than 2 years later, she passed away. I went through the grieving process of her dementia, but I have not grieved her physical death. I think because of her dementia, I'm still really, really in denial that she's really gone. I mean, I know she's gone. I know she's dead. I know she's passed away. But there's still just this denial that this, I don't know. it's hard to describe. I mean, it's not denial that she's dead, but just this, I guess if I ignore it, I don't have to deal with it. So it's, and I think that's what burdens me more than anything. So my homework this week is to try to keep my mom's memory alive in the way of talking about her with my kids in a positive light, especially with Christmas coming, and to take care of me, whatever I need to do that. And also kind of to work on some mindful meditation, finding just quiet moments, quiet time, which is going to be hard to do because the kids are getting ready to be out on their holiday break their winter break from school for the holidays, and so that's going to be interesting to do. So it'll be an interesting time. Yeah. So that is this week's counseling check-in. So that's where we're at. So again, please hit that like and that subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Helps me out, like I say, in that YouTube algorithm that they have. And I just appreciate you guys taking your time to be a part of my channel, be a part of what's going on in my life, and just thank you for being there. I love you all. Mwah.